Hey y'all, so I just wanted to share a quick pattern review with you of some pieces that I made recently. The weather's warming up where I am, so I wanted some things that I could wear to work that were, I guess, sort of business casual. So in my last video, I shared the top pattern and the fabrics that I was going to be using. So I did make the tops. The one I'm wearing now is one of them. And I'll just show some videos or some clips just to show you what they look like. So the pattern is a Burda pattern, and it's a really easy to sew pattern. It only has 4 pieces: front, back, sleeve, and the neckband. You add elastic at the sleeve when you hem it. As far as the construction of the t-shirt or of the shirt, it's basically like a t-shirt, so there's nothing really hard about it. I was able to make all 3 tops, I think it was during that weekend, maybe last weekend, and it, like I said, it sewed up pretty quickly. Normally for something like this, I would use my serger, but I didn't. I know the inside isn't finished, but because it's knit material, it's not going to run. So I was okay without using my serger. The fabrics are from Walmart, the value bundles that they have. So they were probably about 2 yards each bundle. And I had a little bit of fabric left over. It would probably be enough for maybe a tank top or just something small, like maybe a headband, but I'm thinking it's enough for a tank top. The fabrics are, the black and white one and the blue and white one are the same weight, but this one that I'm wearing is red and white. It's actually thinner, but for spring and summer where I live, this would be perfect. The other 2 that are a little bit thicker, it's not like a huge difference. Like it's, not thick enough to make it hot to wear. It would be okay. This is a pattern that I would make again. I've made it before several times, and I know I would make it again. I think I also want to make it with a heavier weight knit and lengthen it to make a dress, just something easy to throw on. Nothing too fancy, but depending on what fabric you use, it could be a little more elevated than just a basic top. The pants I use are, and I've actually got the pants pattern with me, it's Simplicity 9376. And I made this one before also. I made the version, which one is it? Probably more like this gray one. The gray one has cuffs, but I didn't add a cuff to mine. And I use this white fabric that's sort of a stretch twill. It doesn't have a whole lot of stretch, but it's got enough that I needed to size down on the pattern. It's got a flat front and elastic back. The pants were easy to sew as well. This is something I've made before. Probably at this point, I've made it like 3 or 4 times. This one I made on a Sunday. It only took a few hours, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and make another pair probably within the next couple of days, just because as far as having something casual to wear to work, this is pretty easy and it's easy to wear. Like normally I would be wearing jeans, but just recently I haven't been wanting to wear jeans that much. So a pair of pants like this out of a comfy fabric would be perfect. And it's even more perfect for me to wear to work. Not a whole lot to say about these. You should be seeing some pictures of how they actually look. If you're looking for an easy to sew pants pattern, this is a good one. Like I said, Simplicity 9376. The elastic in the back, I don't know what size elastic it called for, but I had 1-inch elastic and that's what I used. But let's see, what does it call for? Thread, elastic. I gotta put my glasses on. Oh, it says 1 1/4 inch, but I'm pretty sure mine was 1 inch. It's one of those things where it's not gonna make or break the pants if you don't have the exact width elastic that they have. What I had was just fine, and it just happened to be the first one I found when I was looking through all the stuff I have. The 1-inch elastic was just the first one I grabbed, so that's what I put in it. I've also made these with 2 rows of 1/2-inch elastic. The only thing you do is just sew a channel to insert the elastics in, so that worked fine because I've got a whole lot of 1/2-inch elastic. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So either of these patterns would be easy to sew. the Burda for the top or this Simplicity for the pants. So that's about it for these two patterns. They're both pretty easy to sew. They're both patterns I would recommend for a beginner, and it's something good just to have in your wardrobe, especially if you want to have a TNT or tried and true pattern, something that you can just grab anytime and be able to sew up quickly. Both of these would work. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions about anything, just leave it down below and I will respond. Also, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do consider subscribing. Hope you have a good day.